There would be no success without risks. There would be no growth. To be able to throw yourself out there and take a chance on something that you ultimately have no control over shows a desperation and ambitious hindsight regarding your future. People notoriously refrain from taking risks, as the overlooking gloom of failure is just too much for people to handle and introduces them to a place of self-doubt. However, the concept of failure should not be regarded as this onlooking entity that everyone should be deeply scared of. Failure should be looked at as a resource, a workshop, almost to maybe portray the way you did things incorrectly, so you were immediately able to fix your mistakes and try again. In our normal everyday lives, the result of taking a risk and failing is probably at most having to go home and tell your wife, parents, or whoever that you failed, which in all is not a big deal at all. What I'm trying to say is that taking a risk is not life or death like it is in the great poem Beowulf. Even if we are not faced with the same challenge of battling a demon or delving deep into a watery fortress to fight a demon's mother, we still should treat the risks we take with the same sense of attaining glory as Beowulf. We might be in a situation where we have to take risks within ourselves, much like Martin Torres and the people of the Ceasefire organization, forcing ourselves to separate from the part of us that maybe used to be engulfed in a lifestyle that is unhealthy and detrimental for our well-being. Had Beowulf never taken the chance to face the demon, he would have never been granted a myriad of riches and fortunes to bring home to his people. He also would not have had an eternal glorified status in the Hall of Hrothgar. If Martin Torres would have never taken the risk inside himself to not seek retaliation for the murder of his 17-year-old nephew, he most likely would have been sent to jail and never been able to help the individuals and people in inner cities to stop violence through the Ceasefire organization. Michael Jordan once said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." And in his career, he exclaimed he easily missed over 10,000 shots. But it was from those shots, the ones that he missed, that he learned to correct his mistakes and therefore have his reputation escalated to the greatest of all time. It's easy to not take risks. It's easy to not take that shot. My message to you is to take that shot and take that risk, because the whole fun of it is that you never know what's going to happen. The risk you take very well may end up in failure, and you might miss your shot. But then again, on the other side of it, it could also lead to a great success. Maybe you making the shot and resulting in being the greatest you that you can be, and therefore providing a template for your future that sets you up for success. Not only will it set you up for success, it will lead you to happiness throughout your life, because you know that you did it with no regrets.